full enough to just half volley drive it through the covers. But one thing Zimbabwe's seamers did in the second ODI defending their totals, they bowled so many cutters in that last 15 overs. It was quite amazing, and they were very, very effective, and likely to be the case later on today.
Just holds this shot for a bit and gets a couple. That's good running. Just to the right of that man in the deep third man. Just holding that pose to beat that backward point. Have a look at that running. It was his call, the striker, and he comfortably gets back. Sri Lanka surely knows that this is a 300 strip. You've got to get to that mark. I wouldn't say that's the safe zone, but that's something that you can fight with. And adding a spinner in their lineup today, that is further going to help them.
You've got the in-form Van der Say, leading wicket taker with 5 in the series. They've got some in-form spinners. Van der Say being out of the side for the last couple of years. Wonderful to see him come back strongly and put in some good performances. The likes of Saranga injured and not missing out on this series, but it's good to see Van der Say stepped into that mould, that leg spinner, such a key element in one-day cricket.
That's another good over, just 4 of it. Mandatory power play comes to an end. 43 for no loss after 10. So here we are, 10 overs have been bowled in the third and final one-day international, and the signal from the umpire, the end of the power play, the mandatory one. Sri Lanka haven't lost a wicket, and they've been a touch careful in doing that, looking for the deliveries that are there to be hit, defending the ones that have been good. Still that attacking field, 3 men outside the circle, 2 on the offside, 1 on the onside, and here we go again with Ingarava. And that's just gone past that short mid-wicket fielder again. Boundary of the first ball.
This is the most pretty of strokes, that one, to be fair. Bottom hand heave on the long side, and mid-wicket didn't even have a chance to move. So it's a really good start. The power play's come to an end, and the first shot that comes is a big one. Cutter, and he's heaved it across the line. That's what he's got to do. He's got to put the bowlers under some pressure. You can't just let them bowl to you. Modern day cricketers walk around the crease, use the depth of the crease, advance at the bowler. And now let's have a look at the field setting. It's the same again. So mid-on's up, square legs up, and fine legs. So only 3 men on the onside, and he's going to have to bowl it even further outside off stump.
Yeah, the first shot that he played was a deliberate move. He's dragged it from outside off stump. That's the power play for you. The 10 overs and how they've been played. A couple of missed opportunities. This would have been a run out for sure. And then some very good shots coming in, a couple of misfields. Onside is not the zone where you'd be bowling on this pitch, and that's a lovely shot. That's the shot of the day till now. Again, string on the leg side and being hit for a boundary. That's how the power play has gone with Nisanka and Mendes. Again, middle leg and a boundary, same result.
Tell you what, they're going to have to put some thought into changing this field setting. 50 up with that, a 50 partnership. The home side fans are expectant here. They've got off to a really good start, and 2 overs, 2 boundaries in this over already. Brilliant start. Length ball, and he's got inside it, and he fancies it on the onside. Placement, umpire taking some evasive action as well. So Ngarava under some early pressure in this over. 8 off 3. What's he going to do? What's he going to do? He's opted for that slow delivery many a time, and it's proved to be effective. But now he's dropped that deep square leg out in the boundary after those 2 boundaries.
Zimbabwe has done this before. They've had beaten Sri Lanka in an ODI series. And can they repeat that feat? Once again, they can take a bit from the previous game, the second ODI, and then from the previous performance. It was a 5 ODI series. Have a look at this. These were the matches, and they won it 3-2. Super work. Hambantota last 2 games to come back and win it. They were down 2 games to 1. Let's have a look at that again, the graphic, where we actually saw something good pointed out by you.
Interesting part about this is it's won by the margin of wickets, so it was chasing on every occasion, which is very interesting. We saw in these games, you wonder who would like to chase, and this ground actually favours chasing. Palakeli favours chasing. Hasn't all been one-way traffic here. That's a very interesting stat.
Dot ball to end the over, but still 9 of it. 52 for no loss.
So the men in the runs, the top run scorers list. Sean Williams right at the top there, wonderful average, 148 for him, 100. Shanaka got a ton in the second. Sanka in at the crease at the moment. So he's pushing on, and he's not far from going top of that list. Home fans finding their position in the shade. It's a sweltering hot day here. And in the evening, I'm sure this ground's going to be jam-packed, hoping to get the series win.
Bowling change. Wellington Masakadza. The family loves the New Zealand cities. Brother Hamilton Masakadza. I guess that could be the only reason. One is Hamilton, the other one is Wellington.
Nice, good start, Weja.
Like the thought process here.
Oh, Weja. Ande Welo. Yeah, Welo.
Mazukatsa, he was one of the most economical bowlers. Second ODI when they defended their score very well. Consistent, really good. He's more and more consistent. What they need now is a little breakthrough here. Sri Lanka's building a big platform for some fireworks later on. They got some informed players. Sri Lanka, the skipper, Shanaka. A really good start from them here in this decider.
Milito! Mili, ramba uchimanya usa
Crowd's picking up, and you will see more people coming in as the working day gets done. That's the aerial view of this beautiful Palakeli International
Dada.
Cricket Stadium here in Kandy. Families, everyone coming to watch this Asada and runs here. Ngarava giving the chase. He dies in despair, doesn't help him. That's gone for 4. So 59 after 12 for no loss. The two openers there, 36 Nisanka. Kusal Mendes has been the one playing the anchor at the moment, just a bit quieter, 23 of 31. Last ball of the previous over, just helping it down and beating Ngarava at short fine. Tried his best, but just couldn't get there. Direct hit, and doesn't happen.
That ball just bounced up for the fielder nicely to get it in the hands cleanly, and he had a go, and Williams is distraught. He thought he had his man, and that must have been very, very close. And looked to be short of his ground, and Williams could have just turned the game on its head for a moment there with a good piece of fielding. Another look, and yeah, found short. So that's a second near run out for this opening pair.
Yeah, the mid-off is quite wide because of the angle that Ngarava bowls. So he didn't have to move much, Sean Williams. He actually could take a little extra second to actually aim. He did very well. And is lucky that Mendes made it.
I think you should possibly think of bowling a few more of those cutters and see how they respond on this wicket. Just tending to hold up a little bit. When the pace is on the ball, it looks as though that batsmen are very comfortable and can play their strokes quite freely. The bowler's just walking a little bit gingerly. He put a dive in on the boundary last ball of the previous over, and he's just not looking as comfortable as you'd think at the top of his run.
Oh, that's a nice shot. Won't get any big boundaries off it, but just using his wrists. There's not a single cloud here today. We've seen the first 2 games was extremely windy. We had some cloud cover at this. Today it's just absolutely clear. And it's not as windy as it has been. Just wonder what happens when the lights get on, and probably we might see some dew coming in, but at the moment I'd say if in comparison to the first 2 games it's not as windy, but it is windy. He's lucky he wasn't put away. Single.
Oh, the field that he has set at the moment, he really has to bowl 4th, 5th stump line and get the batsman to push to the offside. He's got all his fielders in the ring, 4 of them on the offside. There's only 1 at mid-on. He's walking a bit slower and slower, to be honest, back to his mark. He's got to try and maintain the pressure here, try and pick up a wicket, vitally important.
This one a little to the left of that square leg fielder in the deep. Allows the batters to come back for 2.
And also with the length he's bowling, the batsman could almost walk onto off stump and pick him off on the onside. But this is the effort on the boundary. At the end of the last over, he put the old dive in and that's not very comfortable. The shoulders, the back, and after all of that, it's gone for 4. Makes it even worse.
Craig Irvine has had a word with Ngarava, just checking on him. Something probably that you also noticed from off here. Pace has dropped a bit. Thick edge beats Sakava, boundary. It's not going well for Ngarava here. End of the over, 69 for no loss. Power play. There's one maiden in there, a couple of got 9 total